Integrating AI is, I would say, the deeper topic around AI. How is that really happening? So you've got more of a push, in my opinion, from our technology partners saying, hey, clients, we have this, we have this. This is very exciting. But then for employers to understand, how do I turn it on? How do I govern it? What are the questions that I really need to be asking? And and then how do I continue to evolve? Because AI is changing faster than anything we've ever seen. And so it's not just we're going to turn this thing on and let it go. It is a constant reevaluate of how is it working? Have we taught it any bias? How do we turn off that bias if we have and kind of bring it back in and then incorporate it into other aspects of our company? So where we see it most right now is more around recruiting, parsing through resumes as an example, and being able to identify, hey, these are the resumes that really rise to the cream of the crop of what we're looking for in that position. And then we're seeing, it slowly move into benefits administration from a chatbot perspective. So if you think about an employee saying, hey, how many dollars, how far am I into that deductible of my insurance plan? How many vacation days do I have left? Things like that. So we are scratching the surface of what AI is bringing to the table for employers. It is constantly evolving and it's brand new in one side of things, and it's got light years to go. Employers are not behind and they need to recognize that. But now is actually a really good time to start establishing what I would say a governance committee or a steering committee. So pulling in the internal stakeholders who have some interest in how this should look like for them as the employer, and how to evaluate what the different technology solutions are bringing to the table and how that impacts them as an employer, but bring in various stakeholders to get lots of opinions and use that team to start building out, how do we feel about this stuff? How do we want to incorporate it within our organization? And I'll tell, what we see often is we're going to use baby steps. We're going to use AI to internally look at different things. So the chatbot's a good example of that, of an employee saying, hey, I need to know how many vacation days I have left. It's only looking at internal systems, right? It's not going to go out to the web and find some random answer there. And so as an employer, taking those baby steps, I think, are the most important thing to starting to get comfortable with using these types of tools and then watching how they evolve. But that steering committee needs to also be there for ongoing purposes, right? To go, okay, how is this working? Do we need to make adjustments? And then making those adjustments and moving on, because the technology is going to continue to evolve and get very intricate. But as an employer, you don't have to jump into the deep end of the pool right out the gate.